off. Today is day 324 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with something. Project number 6. Still, so we spent so much time on project number 5. We are continuing on with project number 6, mouse position. So, we had just established the XY coordinates. Here is our example project. Hey there, little kitty. How are you doing? Good, good. Yeah, you're doing good. Let's also get our code. Tiny cat, your little legs are blocking the screen. Oh, yeah, look at you. You're a cat. I know. It's fascinating. Yeah, you're a good kitty. Alright, little kitty, you are fascinating and adorable, but you're kind of situationally just... Oh, where are you going? The napping position? Come on. Yeah. Oh. Just attack of the furball. You good? Yeah, you're good. Okay. Let's get our project as well. Copy, copy, copy. Paste that right in here. Boom. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So there's that. Now, what are we on the hunt for from here? That was kind of weird. Could have sworn I just heard like a firework go off, but it's the middle of November. Kinda strange. Random explosions. Anyways. What are we looking for? Yes, I recall. The height. The height, that was the kind of last thing we had left off with. We didn't tackle. So we have mouse position. We have click anywhere if you dare. Here's what we're shooting for. Clickety click, clickety click, 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 click. So those things, mouse position, click anywhere on screen, and the XY coordinates. A couple different movements with a couple different random variables, components, criteria for those. That's what we're shooting for. We've got the title, click anywhere if you dare, and the XY coordinates. So there's that. What to do? HTML, CSS. We can do height. Can we reference window? No, we wouldn't reference window. We would reference... I think we would reference main. Height. Inherit. Inherit the value for the height prop. I wish there was... I realize auto. I'm not actually sure the full extent of what auto is capable of. Save. Fresh. That's not any better. Because it needs to change with the screen size. I don't know how to set the height up based off of that. Maybe we can look for that. I'm pretty sure, though, if I don't... How to set up an automatic height window. Not necessarily auto, but weird. Hey, Topher and Tenacious Raptor. Media query or bootstrap. Use percentages or, yeah, percentages. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Good times. Also, this reminds me because it haven't seen in a while, but hey, Tenacious, as a side note, so currently I've been doing the projects that Topher has curated for us. It's been a while, but there was the project that you set up or sent my way, and I had done that. I forget how long. I think it's been well over like a month or 2 or 3, but we did your project, and actually Topher kind of helped guide me through that. That is a thing that occurred. I just want to throw that out there. And thank you for when that happened. I know it took a while for me to get to that project, but we did conquer it. So that's that. Just wanted to throw that out there. So good to have you and see you in chat again. Good times. Margin left 50%. We will do that. Close out of that. Do. Closing out this. Project B stuff. Offers, mine. Code bits. Margin left. Tenacious Raptor. Oh, okay, cool. Hope it helped. Yeah, it was good times. It was good times. Yeah, it was good. It was kind of a premonition, very sort of similar to what Topher's kind of set up, and in the dynamics of having multiple files working together and being able to see and have things occur. It was a good eye-opening experience. Kind of an initial step away from those tutorial sites. But anyways, continuing on. So height, margin left 100%. Was that just an example? Because I figured I'd do something like that. Topher just set height to. Okay, cool. There's that. Die. Save. Right, 100%. Also, I wonder if it's what I'm... Should I be doing it for body? Or is the fact that I'm the primary div main, is that good enough that I'm just referencing that? I'd figure main was good enough, but I thought the border would have expanded more. Or I could just reference body as well. Topher, the body height needs to be 100 as well. Okay, see? My spidey senses, although slightly confused, still able to kind of detect things in the dark. The unknown. Height. 100%. Save. Refresh. Pretty sure I botched that somehow. Nevertheless, continuing on. Maybe it's body height. Is that a thing? Body? No. I'm crazy. Window? No. Also, I wonder what the margin left. 50%. HTML. Body. Height. Oh, you guys are so much more clever than I am, both of you. Same answer, same time. That's fantastic. Okay. HTML. Save. Refresh. Wow, look at that. Hot damn. That is impressive. And again, I'm certain that's exactly what's needed. Don't mind me. I just kind of want to Test and see. Now's the time for me to fall on my face. Yes, okay, and main. So HTML and body. The HTML document, 100% of the window. Body is 100% of the HTML as well. And also here, main for the div in which XY is tied to the coordinates also. Good, good, good. Refresh. Fan freaking tastic. Oh, that's so cool. Now, should I... My mouse cursor, there's the border of the main div. My cursor is literally on the border, and X is 10. So there's a little bit of space to the left, and I can move it to the left, and it reaches the edge of the monitor / window, and that's 0. So it seems like it exceeds the main div, which is kind of good. I think that's what I want. I don't know if there's like an overhang. I thought it all would have been contained within just that main border that I set up. The black 2-pixel. But I guess not. I guess not. Oh, Topher, reset the margin on HTML and body to 0. Margin. Zero pixels. Save. Refresh. Aha, look at that. So it is the full screen. That's what it was. That is exactly what it was. So we're in the bottom left corner. Hey, Mr. Demon Wolf. How you doing? How you doing? Good evening to you. So 0, 0, upper left, all the way at the bottom. 0, 1005. The bottom right, 956, 1005, and upper right, 95, Y1. Cool, cool. So we've got this, oh, Mr. Demon Roll, that's right, good morning here. How are you today? 2 a.m. Right? Well, okay, I say good evening. It's nighttime / more. We're 12 minutes into the new day. So 0:12 o'clock, or actually it's 0:13 now, for those on a 24-hour time scale. Well, you know what I mean, clock stuff, or 12 a.m. What am I looking for? Clicking things. So we set up the window. The next major step, I think, is tying something to the click event. Having objects be created. And it's kind of a strange thing. For a lot of the projects, it's been pretty clear-cut. You know, we set up the HTML structure, we set up the functional JavaScript, and then we polish with the CSS and make it look pretty at the end. But this is such a minimal project, and it's surrounding the objects and animation. The CSS, I think, or the animation is like the functionality, and I know the objects can be created and coded with JavaScript, and I think part of it can be done with CSS, so I'm not really sure which angle to approach this from, which this is part of that learning process. This is why we're doing this. Facing the uncertainty with curiosity and determination, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah. What to do. I guess we can add things. Well, create an object. Let's do that. Let's do JavaScript, create, and, well, crap, creating an object. That's going to be like the most basic thing. That's not going to bring up a literal object, like creating shapes. That's what we want, create shapes. Create Shape, JavaScript. I don't think we'd actually create a shape with JavaScript. I think we'd use CSS. That doesn't, you know, we'd do the border, the percentages. We'd make a square like a 50 by 50 pixel, and we'd say the border radius is, you know, 25 or 50%, maybe 100, so it's fully curved. At least in my mind, that's what I think I'd do. But drawing shapes with canvas. Mr. Demon Wolf, 12 a.m. What face you code? So I do. It's just, I don't know how and why, but, and it doesn't help the learning, because it's just like highly questionable trying to learn in a state of delirium. But we're too deep into the year to give up. With day 324, day 365 is on the horizon. Tomorrow, 40 more days. We're hell or high water. I am determined to make it happen, regardless. And we're on track. We are on track. So, basic shapes. Function draw, variable canvas, document get element by ID canvas. If canvas gets context, D text canvas context 2D. This is a whole, like, thing. But did they say that this was an API? Do I need to install something? Unlike SVG, Canvas only supports one primitive shape, rectangles. This is a rectangle-only society? How the f*** is that gonna help us? We need more than one shape. Just rectangles is not good enough. Damn, damn, damn. Well, let's just try forging a circle. Let's see how that goes. Tophergate, no canvas. Dear God. Hey, Toasty. Good morning, BDX. Have a good stream. Can't watch, unfortunately. That's okay, Toasty, but it's good to have you, and thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day, and a good morning to you too, sir. Tophergate, that's a rabbit hole you are prepared for. Oh, yes, I can sense that canvas is this is a dark alley. We are not ready for that. That's a rabbit hole you aren't prepared for, Mr. Demon Wolf. NPM install life. Yeah, kappa death. Topher, hey Toasty, think good, yeah, love, right? Twitch life, gotta love it. So, what are we shooting for? Basic shapes, CSS, basic shapes. In the future, it will be possible to use a shape outside on elements which are not loaded with the introduction CSS exclusion. I feel like they're trying to tell me something, but I'm not sure. There's a whole basic shape thing. Yeah, death. I don't know. I sense. Not that I smell fire. This situation, it's like the smelling, it's trying to figure out what you're smelling, and it's coming to terms, I think I smell smoke. You know? That's what it's, I feel like I'm on the verge of realizing a bigger issue, and this seems either good or bad. I don't know what direction we're headed right now. Okay, this is good. This is fun. Shapes in you. What does it mean if you're a square, rectangle, or a circle? This is exactly what I wanted. Yes, beautiful. Getting started with CSS shapes. What does it mean when your shapes start growing corners? All important questions to ask yourself. Demon Wolf yarn. There is smoke coming out of your head. Creating shapes manually. I don't know what the best way to go about this. I do trust and enjoy MDN, so maybe we'll see where this leads. Basic shape CSS data represents a shape used, clip path, shape outside, shape function inset. This doesn't seem fun. This doesn't seem good. All of this seems wrong and questionable. I think, and even before we set up the shape, we still need to have like the JavaScript function, the click event. We've got our JavaScript like create or click. You know what? We can call it shape. That's what we'll do. We'll call the function shape. Yeah, instead of creating or a click, it will be called shape. We've got our shape function. Cool. Over, just start by creating a div element on click. Okay, we can do that. We need help. BDX is breaking down, not like this, dear God. Then you need to position that element based on the cursor position. Okay, so we can still hold off on the CSS front. Good, good, good. So let's come to terms with the other things Topher was mentioning. We'd had our div coordinates. And so I should do the things for stuff. Topher, and then you can add a circle or square class to the element to give it style. Nice. Since I'm tracking inside of the coordinate, both above and around, we should eventually center the text. But I can go above. I'm inside the main div window. That's what I'm tracking inside of. And no, that's the whole damn thing. It's the whole window. Window add event listener. Okay, right. So it's not just a specific div. Cool. I didn't know if I needed to set up it inside of coordinate. But that's not the case. That's not the case. I can just do below. Cold feet. It was late. I'm confused. Enter. We'll call it shape. Right? And shapes. Neat. Here's this variable shape. Event listener. Document get element by shape ID, which we need to add the ID to it. Dot something. I think we can just leave it at shape. Here is ID. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Keep going. Chugging along. Just don't freak out, Steven. Just do whatever feels natural. Right? Sure, why not? Uncomment that. Here we have shape EL. This needs a semicolon. Add an event listener for when we click on no. It's not just that div. It's not just that div. It's like, it's the whole window, almost. It's almost like we're doing, or need to do window, add an event listener, but a click, and then trigger the shape function. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's try that. So, I don't think I'll actually need that. Window, add event listener. Click. Shape. We'll call this one true. I still need to double check on the whole true false thing and what, but okay, yeah, Mr. Demon Wolf. Just think chill things, go to your happy place. Exactly. So there's that. And when shape occurs, something will happen. We will, like, add a class or activate. We'll have our CSS, we'll call it shape, whatever the hell it is. This is just kind of a placeholder for now. So it'll be some type of thing. But we'll activate, damn, we did this in the last. We did this in the last project. We added something. We clicked and then we added a class to make something. It was to make the animation happen. Hold on. We'll check the very last project. Open. It was the animate. Where'd it go? Documents. Random user generator. JavaScript. And we probably need all three open. You know what? We're gonna open all three because we can. Open. Ta-da! Be-diddy-dee-dee-dee. Cool. So, let's move this around though. JavaScript at the end, because we're creatures of habit. That's probably at the beginning. Nope. Middle. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We had the thing. And you know what? I need a visual on this. Copy. Close out of this noise. Well, you know, we'll leave the shapes for now. The shapes can live. You know, that's also why we copy 37 times down here. I'm sure it seems weird because you can see the blue and I click 18 times. Like, the first 12 clicks, it doesn't register what it copies. Good. Yeah, look at that, it moves. I'm good. Look at that, pat on the head for Steven. I made something. Neat. So, it was the animation. When we'd click, we were adding a class, and the animation would be added to the div, and it would trigger that. So that div was the user div for the user information. Here, we had user something or animation, keyframes, and slide in animate data. There was a div. Aha, we had it inside the animate data div. And then we added CSS, some type of animation movement, for when things happen. It was added at the start. It was removed, and then I think at the bottom it was added. Oddly enough, it was kind of strange on how that all worked out. That was added there. Yeah, and document added the data. Or added the class. So that's kind of, I think, what we'll need to do. Topher, it's mesmerizing. That's something oddly comforting about the repetition. Oh, for me, it's my consistency in what I do stuff, or just whatever I'm doing. Probably my consistent habits, I'd assume. You did something. PogChamp, yes. That is, thank you, Mr. Demon Wolf. Mr. Demon Wolf, what are you working on these days? Still doing WordPress things? WordPress, not as much. But soon, BC got clients rolling soon. Cool, cool. Good times. Way to go, Mr. Demon Wolf. Living the dream. Okay, so that's basically what I need to have occur. Again, we have our shape div. We will have some type of animation for the shape. And maybe this will be animate shape. I'm not too sure, or create shape. Probably create shape. But we will be adding that to the shape div to come. And we need to do that over here under certain conditions. Even take that. Copy. Let's do the following. Inside this, eventually, we will be adding, instead of animate data, animate shape. Nope. Animate shape. Let's see. And that's kind of just the crude understanding now. Here, oh, it was called create shape. Create shape. Could have done that. Create and create. Awesome. Look at that. Fun. Okay, alright. As cool as the last project was, let's move on. Let's close out of that. I think we probably could leave these open to further reference more stuff and whatnot in the future, but let's close out of them for now. We can always crack them open again in a bit. That little kitty? What are you doing down there? Close that. There we go. Let's go ahead and save. And save this. And save that. Now, back to ours. We've got the shape div. That little kitty. There, let me at least click out of Adam. That way you're not... What are you doing? How do I help you? Furry animal. What can I assist you with? You good? Yeah? Yeah, you're good. Look at you. Aw, little kitty. Yeah. Hashtag meow life, mother... Exactly. I assume that's what she sounds like on the inside of her mind. Okay, let's take you. No, little kid, you're way too look, what's that? Wiggly fingers. Go follow the fingers. Go hunt the fingers. You're ridiculous, tiny cat. You're ridiculous. Can you shimmy somewhere, you furry abomination? Just assume the frickin' napping position. Just go nap. No. We're not scratching your face on the monitor for the 9th time. Look at this. Team effort. You know what's gonna happen. Come to Steven. 1, 2. Team effort. 1, 2, 3, and launch. God. Okay. This is all out of sorts. Oh. Get that notification out of the way. Don't need that for now. Okay, back into action. Kitty crisis dealt with. Oh, let's check OBS for the mic situation. Dear God, he just totally. Yeah. Right. There we go. That's got to be mostly normal. Who knows? Continuing on back into the nightmare. Little kitty, where did we even leave off? We had added, when we move around in the window, when we click in the window, there needs to be, we move around in the window, when we click in the window, we trigger shape. We have function shape. When shape happens, we need to create an object at that point. So to do that, we will set up CSS to make a shape or put in whatever we need, whether there's animation or certain things. But we'll get there, and we can do that. We should also set up a random number like generator to determine the values, because it needs to be random for all the stuff, the opacity and the size of these objects and different aspects. So I think we should. Hey, little kitty, what the hell are you? Oh, Jesus! Like, I'm rifling through shit on the floor. He's got a serious plastic addiction. Oh my God, and I covered it with a paper towel thinking that would stop. That only made it worse. Jesus. He is so determined. Why is she so curious? Can you... Hold on. I've got, like, a jacket on my chair or something. See if I can throw that over that. There we go. This is all falling apart. This is all falling apart. Okay, okay. Thanks to Kitty, yes. Great plugin for Bootstrap. I could be that guy. I could bootstrap things. I can say I enjoy what I do, which is always good. Some days I can't stop working. Feels bad. Yeah. That's what it's all about. There's some days that web dev is all I can think about. Little kitty, I swear to feline gods or whatever you fear, you tiny animal. Just yeah, no. Oh, he is just starving for attention, apparently. Just clawing up the chair. I literally have no idea what's happening. Who's on first? Awful. Look at this. We've got double eye patch going on right now. Mic eye patch and hand eye patch. We're at that point where we can't even hang. Yo. Yeah, that is a thing. We've reached that point where that phrase is actually needed. We were coming to terms with the shapes and the kind of random number generator to determine the opacity, whatever, for the objects. Again, let's jump over to Topher's example. See this? Different kind of see-through, the transparency. Some are more solid, some are lighter and see-through. Also, when did I click on so many bubbles and balls? When did that happen? Dear God, let's refresh this, but somehow I need to figure out. I know I can set up a random number generator, you know, min, max, and whatnot. Math.random.whatever, and you know, we'll piece that together, but I wonder if I can take that one random number. I'm trying to figure out how I can take that single random number and apply it to multiple things. But if I take that single random number, then it's going to be the same value applied to different things. Like if it was a let's say it was 1 to 10, and if it was an 8 or 0.8, 80%, like the diameter would be 8, I don't know, pixels, and the opacity would be 8 something percent. Like, I need to find a way to call it almost like individually for each element, not just assign the one time through and give it to all the variables. How would I do that? How would I do that? Let's see, what are we looking at? Mr. Demon Kitty Man. Demonic Kitty, yes. You should reset up Mike someday. I know, it's brutal. It's brutal. It covers your face. At the end of the year, we're gonna have masses. I'm thinking I might, fingers crossed, I'm not certain, but I might get a computer for Black Friday. Because even though it's the year of streaming and learning to code, and we aren't at the year mark yet, but I've been rolling. I've been prepping the stream stuff, and there were test streams and some other noise before I reached January 1st, the year of streaming to code. So I've been doing this for over a year already, and that alone was kind of like my benchmark on if I should invest in getting better equipment. This whole thing and setup was just like, make it a year, and if I stick with it, if I like it, if it's good enough, if I can make do and get followers even with terribly shitty content, then I'm sure if, you know, hopefully, if I had a better computer and better equipment and am able to, I don't know, take advantage of better, more interesting content, whether it be gaming or whatnot, or have a better understanding of coding, that I think I'd be able to further grow our little streaming community. So I think I may finally seize the Black Friday holiday sales, and if the time is right, I may get better equipment. So we'll see, and that'll mean kind of a new setup and whatnot, and new content. But next year, January. Oh, you know what? We didn't even click on your link, Mr. Demon Wolf. And I see there's other comments there as well. Yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. And we're loading, and we're loading. We're hopefully loading. There we go. Typical, typical. And let's pause that. Chat and stuff. Here's one link. Here is do. Okay, okay. Also, comments. I know I could read them on the screen, but I'm so used to reading them off my phone. First, let's check out the validator. You could do this. Clickety click. Validator, bootstrap validator. And there's that. So, Mr. Demon Wolf, I can say, I do. Okay, no, down further. Demonic Kitty. Cover your face. Topher, that cat has wasted more of his time than anything else in his life. Right? Certainly for the year of streaming. My god, that is my one go-to tip for anyone learning how to code, is don't have a cat. It's just, that's my only tip that I know that I can vouch for, that is a useful thing. Don't have a cat if you're looking to code. You can try this. That's what I use, and it's great for the price. Just clip on and go live. For the price, it shocked me. Let's find out. Oh yeah, one of the clip-on like, I always totally botch the pronunciation. Lavalier mic, Laviary mic. I always just hear it referenced short as a lav mic, which is what I've always called it. It was only like in the last, year or two, when I started doing mic research, that I saw the full name. I was like, oh, that must be the lav mics that I always saw. So yeah, good Good times, but for 30 bucks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Good, good. Noted. I am also a fan of Shure. They've got some good stuff. I don't know if does that a thing? Does that show? Yeah, sure. No. Coordinating. Yeah, Shure microphones and whatnot. Got their headphones. They too have a lav mic, and I'm thinking of getting that. The way I had it set up, I know sometimes the lights are on and off. There's like my whole TV and speakers and whatnot. Like, I was also envisioning playing games more during this year, but it stumbled into becoming like just sort of an exclusively coding year of streaming and learning to code only. So I just kind of rolled with that. But I had envisioned also why I've got like this mic set up. My mic is next to the desk, and I could swing the arm over to the bed. So I've got the Kinect for the Xbox. So I do have like the camera for the Xbox in case I want to sit on the bed to stream, but I never got to that point. And with the new PC, I think I'll be able to stream from here because I've got an HDMI matrix where I can send the video signal from my Xbox all the way over to my room. And yeah, anyways, but so yeah, that was all prepping to like see how big I can make it as cheap and use the same like initial equipment. And the only thing that I spent money on initially was like the audio stuff. And I know it's still entry level audio equipment, not dirt cheap audio, but close enough. So ramblings and rantings. Good tangent. Okay, for the price struck me for $30 is worth it. For that kind of lav mic, it would easily cost 100 to 2,000. I went cheap as fuck. I mean, surprisingly, I think Shure's, especially during, I don't know if they had a sale, I do think was like 60 or 70 bucks. I know they also have some higher level ones. But they've got a basic little like mobile clip-on headphone analog stuff. I digress. Let's move over here. So, continuing on through the confusion. Crap, I closed out of the Bootstrap link. Oh god, let me open it on my phone. No, open it back up in chat. Bad, Steven. Bad. Shiny objects. You know, you lose focus for 1 second. Ah, death. Mr. Dean, I'd rather go cheap than spend more, as I can save more. That's true. That is true. That's also kind of what this whole year was, too, to see if I was, like, in it. That's why I only really spent the money on the mic and just made do with my current computer. And I'm only doing the development, you know, learning to program content. There was the Bootstrap link. We need to gander and look. Validator, a simple and friendly form validator plugin for Bootstrap 3. We've worked with Bootstrap a couple times before. Validator overview: the plugin adheres to the conventions set forth by Bootstrap's core jQuery plugins, so be sure to check out those to get a better understanding of the goals and designs of this plugin. Yes, boxes brief, check yourself. Hilarious. Usage, mark, cross-browser compatibility. Okay, so plenty of things to address and check. At least we know where to find and view and reference for later if needed. But good. Going to get the Logitech C9 220X Pro Stream webcam. Love how dead simple it is. Yeah, I've just got the normal Logitech C920. Like the rest of the planet. The rest of us normies. Are they go cheese? Yeah, because I went cheap, I'm able to get the new AI and a new, and the new webcam is so good. That's true. Well, that's awesome. Also, the C920 is so good still, and it is awesome. However, my only caveat being a Mac user, the C920 is capable of 1080p, but there isn't, I believe it's just there's the lack of driver support for the C920, so Macs can only deal with 720p. So anyways, we are dealing with shapes. Little Kitty, oh my god, this has just been the hardest stream ever, right? My god. Topher, I gotta be up for work in 4 hours. Bedtime for me. Good night, BDX, Mr. Demon Wolf. Thank you, Topher, for hanging out with us and for the guidance. Deeply appreciated. I swear to God, Little Kitty, holy hell, I can't even... And again, with the missus sleeping, I can't even express my rage at a normal, reasonable volume. I have to whisper in frustration at you, Little Kitty. Oh dear God. Let's just come to terms with what is ahead of us. What is the next thing? I just want to feel like I can make a little more progress if you step on that keyboard, you furry abomination. Okay. Yeah, one Pro. With the streamer, one does it 720p, 60 FPS. Topher, just a side point before bed, and Mr. D Wolf, Kitty Booty, Topher Gates, 720p at 60 FPS is just as good as 1080p at 30 FPS, just saying. Okay, good night. With 60 FPS can be a little smoother. Well, the other thing for me why I also didn't mind is because of my, oh god, because my little tiny window that I've got going on of this. I mean, it didn't really matter or affect the quality too much. So, also with the rest of the low kind of quality level of this, figured the webcam was the least of my worries. So yeah, that should be. Oh, and the like the signal to Twitch as well, the quality issue. You know, I don't have control over, or people don't have control over how they view the stream, so I just send it out at like, you know, the 2000 megabits, you know, and I'm just working within that bandwidth limit. What am I shooting for here? What am I shooting for? Mr. Demon Wolf. To be honest, only reason I'm getting this streamer one is for the background removal. I also kind of want to get the Elgato green screen, the collapsible one. I need to measure to see if it would actually fit behind me. But yeah, that's a thing. Mr. Demon Wolf, yeah, I do 720p at 60 FPS at 3500. I think I'm doing 720p. It's pricey, but it's worth it. Yeah. Oh my god, that green screen kit is boss. It's pricey, but not right, and especially for my weird setup. Again, that was like the hardest thing is just making do with the limited space. That's why I've got this strange setup, because it was just a feeler year. But the Elgato thing, I think it would fit perfectly like in my little dynamic space that I got going on here. So yeah, that's something to dream for. Maybe I'll get that with the computer. I was trying to do something with the stuff. We have our function. We have our document, get element by ID, create shape, that we will be adding at some point. pulling in, and it's not create shape, it's just shape. So let's put that into perspective. Oh, just shape. Classless add create shape. Mr. Wolf, oh yeah, I love how it can just be moved and set up and over in seconds. Right, right. Do you actually have the green screen kit, or that's it? You've seen and know. It sounds like you've just seen and know of it. Doesn't sound like you quite have it. Seems like you've dreamed about it as much as I have. Nope, I don't. Yeah, see, well, one day. We'll get there, Mr. Demon Wolf. We will get there. The damn thing, even though it's pricey, the damn thing's sold out. That's why I haven't gotten it at this point, too. Because it's so hard to find. I know there are places that do carry it, but I think I've seen it with a bit of a markup. So I'm trying to pick one up kind of at cost, even though it is pricey, but better than having it pricey and still be marked up. I see videos of it, man. It's crazy. He legit got it set up in like under 5-10 seconds. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like spring loaded or something, and it seems good. It seems perfect for basically what anyone would need. Mr. Demon Wolf, I buy from Amazon as I have Prime. Yeah, say I think I saw it. Maybe it was available on Amazon. I think I was checking Elgato's site directly, and it was sold out directly through them. I think that's where I was looking. What else am I looking for here? Oh, I was just making some minor polishing corrective things. Shape, and I was updating the element that we are looking for, so we will be applying the create shape to do that when we click. God, and you know what, I guess, honestly, I think a couple of these things, in addition to having the random number generator, well, let me grab this. File, new, no, file, open, documents, we will take random number game. Yeah. Random number. No, we'll do the number game JavaScript. We'll open that. Min-max. Min-max math.floor. Good. Console log, the random number. This is perfect, and I think I used this same one for my coin toss as well. Copy, copy, copy. Basically drop that in. So we'll have our random number. Let's go ahead and open the console log. View, developer, JavaScript. Let's save in the meantime. I don't even know. I mean, there'll be shape, there'll be create shape, there's that, there's nothing in there yet. I don't think anything will detonate if we run this. Refresh, everything's kosher. We've got a 1, refresh again, a 3, cool, refresh again, an 8. So again, for Topher's project, or the example project, there are the varying diameters, there's the varying shape, there's the varying color, and opacity of the items. We've got one random number set up here. I don't know if we need to have multiples. I don't know if I should have 3 random color, random. I don't know if I set up 3 or if I have it run 3 times. I think I'll end up having it run 3 times. You know, this will be set up here, and then I think I'll call random in whatever function I'm using, and whatever that number or value is, kind of accordingly we can attach it to that. I know if you ever sense redundancy or repetition in your code, then chances are it can be constructed or arranged in a way where it can be simplified, so you only need to implement it once, and there's that. So having to implement it the same code 4 times for 4 unique things or 4 unique values is probably the wrong thing. Set it up once and then call it 4 times. That's the right way to go. And when it's needed. Okay, so I've kind of pieced that out. That'll be a lot more work, probably for tomorrow. And then maybe we can at least just get a basic shape to test the click element to see if we can have anything appear. Touching back, sorry, that was a tangent as I was trying to chip away at making progress. What little progress I've made. Mr. Demon Wolf. Yeah, my Prime membership, exactly. One thing you get with Prime is 1-day shipping sometimes. That's true. That's awesome. You know, you luck out. It's a roll of the dice. Sometimes, even though it's supposedly 2-day, there have been plenty of things where I get the 1-day shipping. Or, like, sometimes for certain items, it almost seems like next day shipping. I could have sworn that's even happened sometimes, so it's good. Prime's awesome. Mr. Demon, screw long shipping. 1 to 2 days is my style. I agree. Definitely makes life easier. Now, we got a random number. We know we're going to end up constructing and adding in the random call for certain values and applying that to the new variables to come. Shape, color, size, opacity. Maybe we should have all 4 of those. All 4 of those will be characteristics of the shape. And the shape is here. So I need to update the shape function is fine, but just like document get whatever, it will be style. Get element by style. We'll have to dig back and deeper. I forget how to just pull the CSS element specifically. Maybe when we call that and add it, I don't even know. I don't even know. We'll get there. Get there. So maybe we don't need the CSS object waiting in the wind. All of this is so odd. There's so many ways to skin a cat. Holy shit. How are people supposed to figure this out? There's so many different paths or avenues one could go down. I'm sure there's a clear, obvious one that I should be pursuing, but again, in my state of delirium at dear God, 1:04 a.m. Why? Why is it so late / so early? The confusion and delirium is just overwhelming. Screw it. Let's just take the basic shape. 300 and 300. Where's... Wow. Look at that. Are we all seeing this? I think we are. Holy hell. It's mesmerizing. Wow. Okay. Alright. Just business as usual, Steven. We could stay there looking at it. Look at it. It just... So all of that's right here, huh? Weird. Yeah, I don't think we're to that point yet. I don't think we're to that point. Let's go with the basic shapes. This is more our speed. Let's do circle. Okay, or not. How about a square? The width is one. Okay, so really straightforward. Cool. Good to know. Let's just see if we can have that. Okay, maybe we have multiple shapes, and then we apply different variables. Maybe we set up a switch case, and the different number range assigns a different shape. Maybe. It's kind of like coin toss, or how that worked out. Or the magic 8-ball. That is like the magic 8-ball. Oh my god, nobody move. Nobody move. Hold on. File. Open. Documents. Magic 8-ball JavaScript. That's me. Get rid of number game. Look at this. Look at this. See, we had math.random, right? There's that. And we had the different scenarios, you know, so we can have square and circle or whatever else. And then eventually, this one we had a switch case for. Oh no, we used dot length. It was an array. Oh god. So tired. No. That can't be a good sign. We're gonna be doomed. Okay. So we set up an array so we can do shape, whatever else, circle, maybe rectangle, but at least two. Or maybe we could have an array for the values. Whatever get picked. I don't know. You know what? I'm in delirium. We're gonna take our shape stuff. Just gonna focus on if we click, if we create a square. Oh, because we're losing it. Width 100 pixels. Not PK, PX. Height 100 pixel. Background. Red. Save. Refresh our project. And click. Damn. Click. Damn. You know what? It's fine. It's the mystery that we are working towards. There's a lot of loose ends to deal with after today's stream. But that means we have a lot of different avenues that we can pursue tomorrow and in the coming days of what to work on. Because, dear God, this is crazy. Click event, shape. When we click, shape runs. Shape adds. Create shape. Create shape should be added to the shape div. Huh. I don't know. I'm totally, it's so late and so delirious, we're just missing out. Let's Go ahead and save, even though it's far from perfect. Save, save, save. Save, save, save. And lastly, save, save, save. Commit and push. Close out of this noise, that noise, and that. GitHub. Yes, yes. Let's jump out of this. Oh, crap. Go back. Ta-da, loaded. Here's that. Dee-da-dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee. Lie-da-die-die, do-do-do. GitHub desktop. Minimize that window. Open this. Good, 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 good. Dee-dee-da-dee-dee. Dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee. Da-dum. Mouse position. Something or other and whatnot. What did we add, technically, today? We added the random number. We added, random number and, stuff. That's accurate. Copy. Commit to master and push. Close. Get rid of that. Double check. Things are updated. Repository. Mouse position. B-D-D-D-D-D. 23 seconds ago. Beautiful. All three updated. Jumping out of that into OBS. Here we go. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view today's stream and or to help out and whatnot. Today we had Topher, Tenacious Raptor, as well as Mr. Demon Wolf and Toasty. Thank you very much for stopping by, viewing, hanging out, guidance. Also to anyone else who may have accidentally stumbled in here, thank you much. Any and all, thank you. Thank you much. We're definitely losing it. Thank you very much. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. Day 324 comes to an end. But the adventure continues on tomorrow with day 325 and only 40 more days to go. Yeah, should be awesome. Stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah, kill it.